Carlos, Westcol. Oye.
Hello. Eddie. Hello, we are here.
Nice. Tu cámara.
Okay, one moment.
One moment.
Yeah.
Eso, gracias.
How's it going?
Hi, guys. Everything good. We are now here in Mexico, in Cancun, in a holidays. Because we have some. Westcol is going to start like a new life because he's going to get surgery in the knee. He has now a really bad knee, and he needs to get surgery and start like a 6-month process to recover like everything. So he's going to spend his last days like, partying, drinking, etc. And now he's
vacation.
well deserved vacation, to be fair. Wait, what is this? So like a knee reconstruction or something?
Yeah, it's something like that. It's a part of the knee is bad. He got injured playing a soccer match, a YouTuber soccer match in Spain, and he needs to recover that.
Wait, does that mean is that going to be more streaming or less streaming? That's going to be more streaming, right? You can't
more streaming. I think so. Yeah, because he's going to be recovering in the mornings and streaming in the afternoons. Más streaming.
Uh-huh.
More streaming, less, I think, IRL, but more like video game series, etc.
Recuperation in the house.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Well, hopefully that goes well. That sounds, I guess it's best to get that fixed up. And I guess, if there's more streams whilst recuperating and resting up, that's going to be, I think everyone's going to be pretty happy with that. I guess, time to get the most out of the next few days, though. So, well, enjoy the vacation in Cancun. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we are about to finish it tomorrow and then come back to Medellin and start the new life in Medellin. Well, we have some travels because now Westcol is in the music industry too. Mm-hmm. Like he has his own record label, etc., and it's been quite of success. And now there is the Grammys Awards in Miami, etc. And maybe we are going to be there, but he's going to be concentrating in streaming right now.
Awesome. I've just got a few very quick questions from my side, and then I thought maybe hand it over to you guys to kind of ask us anything you can and how we can kind of help to assist you. But first thing obviously that comes to mind is Stream Fighters, right? Like this is obviously like redefined. It's been incredible, absolutely incredible. Being able to be a part of that journey with you guys as well, especially the most recent one, has been absolutely insane. It started in 2022. What was kind of the secret recipe between like what made it? Because a lot of people do boxing events, right? People tried it, like a lot of people have tried it, but you've done it on like a record growth, like insane growth. Like, how did you do this? How did you go so quickly?
Pues, en español.
Yo creo que es porque a todo el mundo le gusta ver cómo la gente se golpea.
Pero porque el nuestro tiene más éxito, en general, que ha habido muchos eventos de boxeo en la plataforma.
Bien. Yo creo que porque somos nosotros, huevón, yo no sé. Yo tampoco, dígale que es que no tenemos explicación tampoco.
Westcol didn't know exactly why our event is so successful. I think he thinks because he made the event and now he is a star, but we start this event 3 years ago in a gym, literally. We started, the first event was in a gym, second event was in an arena, and third event in an arena too. But the first one was really made with the nails, even some fighters needs to sleep in a couch of his friends, etc. We didn't have budget for hotels, transportation, etc. Was everything made like in-house, very, very, very poor. And even I have to fight in the first event, but one streamer get injury. So it was crazy.
You had to fight Carlos.
Yeah. I fought 3 years ago, because it was like everything was improvisation.
Did you win?
Yeah. I
Okay,
want.
good, nice.
Dígale que el año que viene yo peleo para que esté preparado para clavar 3 millones de personas
Like
aquí.
next year, Westcol is going to fight, so be prepared to have more than 3 millions or something like that.
Do you know?
Yeah, because
Do you know who you're gonna fight yet, or do you know the opponent?
no sabemos contra quién.
No sabemos todavía.
No.
Dígale que me ponga ahí en Ross que lo parto.
Contra Aiden, sí,
Tell
contra
Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross.
Aiden Ross,
That's
yeah.
too easy. You'll be that won't even be a fight. That'd be we gotta give you a proper opponent. Fuck.
Que sí,
Carlos, real quick, to something to go back on it that I heard. You guys did this with your friends. You did it organic. You did it authentic. And I think that that's why it took off like it did, because it was fun for you and you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. I think that authenticity is a lot of things that people will have a tough time capturing. Can you talk a little bit on that? Can Westcol talk a little bit on that?
O sea, cree que el éxito fue porque nosotros lo hicimos sin esperar nada a cambio, fue muy auténtico, no había pues, que son cosas preparadas, motivos comerciales, o sea, que lo hicimos por amor.
Es que sí, también es que siempre ha sido pues no habíamos sacado, bueno, nunca hemos sacado ganancia de Stream Fighter, siempre lo hemos hecho por la gente, por la comunidad. También eso debe ser la razón por la que, bueno, y la disciplina, también todo el trabajo que va detrás del evento, lo hemos hecho bien hecho.
Yeah, it's because we do the things without wait, like earn money from the things, because in Stream Fighters we have been losing money all the years with the event, and we keep doing the event because it represents for us more than a business, you know. If we do things like a business, like the people is going to see it as a business, but we do it with love.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's probably what differentiates it a bit, right? I think when you look at things strictly like, okay, we need to make $10 today, or we need to make $100 today, or $1,000 today, or whatever that number is, suddenly your limitations around what you can achieve and how far you can push the boundaries are capped, right? But if you go, hold on a second, what if we, maybe take a bit of a loss, short term to medium term for the long term future and what you stand for, I guess that's, it takes true sort of entrepreneurial spirit to be able to stomach that and make that change. And I think, honestly, in the live streaming space, from a creative perspective, I think very few people have had that ability to do that. A few names come to mind of people who've been able to say, hold on, I'm going to invest in the brand, in the intellectual property, into the future here, and take like a short-term loss. Like most people can't really do that. So, it probably speaks volume as to why we're seeing 1.4 million viewers on the most recent one, is because you guys are just out there to make something incredible, right? It's not about just making a quick buck. It's not about making an easy buck. It's about making something amazing. And that's obviously testament to the mindset that you have. So, that's, I'm sure at some point that's going to turn around, no doubt. Like it's going to turn and you'll be making a lot of money, right? Like, especially when you got that level of engagement.
Yeah, now we have proposals to do it in other countries, etc., because the brand, is now has a name. But the thing you mentioned about the entrepreneurial, like behavior Westcol has, I think is the differential in his project to other streamers, because I think Westcol could be the most entrepreneurial streamer in the world. He has a lot of companies, a lot of brands, a lot of employees, like 300, something like that in between his companies. And this is not normal for a streamer, because a streamer, sit in the computer and do content. But behind that, Westcol has a lot of things to do. And this is because of this, we think that he's a good streamer, because his life is like frenetic and he has a lot of things to tell. He's not all the time in the computer, because if you're all the time in the computer, there is not a lot of things to tell the people. You need to feel and live these things to talk with the people with passion about that. I think this is the difference between Westcol and other projects. And in Stream Fighters, like we have a proposal that Westcol want to say, that apart to fight Aiden or something like that, but to do something with Aiden, like Aiden can choose 5 fighters and Westcol is going to choose another 5, and we mix Latin American against North American streamer to join at the first time like the English speaking community with the Spanish speaking community.
Well, if you'd be keen to get that going, listen. I could tell Aiden to buckle up. Aiden, you're off to do it. If you want to make that happen, we'll make that happen. This Aiden guy needs to stop being so lazy. He needs to. I think Westcol needs to give Aiden a lesson on how to make good content and invest in good content. It'd be great.
Que tienes que enseñarle a Aiden Ross cómo
Aiden's gonna see that now and get really
contenido que es muy guapo.
Nah, Aiden makes great content. I think we should make that happen though. English market meets Spanish market, like kind of boxing event. Yeah, you guys run the production, and hell, we'll get Aiden to turn up. But we should make that happen. I don't know who Aiden's going to choose on the fighting bit. That could be pretty interesting. Because to be fair, the people fighting in your event know what they're doing. Like there's definitely a difference between the English and the Spanish. It's like different levels of competency.
La gente de Aiden no cree que no los ve como deportistas o como tal.
Yeah.
But no, we are going to talk with Aiden about that. We have a good relation with Aiden and all his people. So we want to talk with Aiden and his managers, etc.
All right, that'd be awesome. I think we got to make. Well, you guys sound like you're already making it happen. But if you need help on that front or whatever, like I think that'd be awesome. Even if it was. Well, I guess you could even potentially look to bring it to the United States, right? Like I think you'd have a huge audience there as well, right? Because there's so many people who probably watch from the US. So you could probably sell out a whole arena in the States. Imagine that.
Miami.
Yeah, now 20% of United States population is Spanish speakers.
Yeah,
and in the 10 next years is going to be 40%. So we are into the business to do things in the US. We are talking with Aiden to do it in Miami. That is his hometown right now, and is the place where we go the most in the US. A part of this event, we was talking about we want to do platform events. Like other platform has his signature events, video games events, etc., to have like the back of the platform to do these events. For example, now Westcol is going to do a Minecraft event in December. We run all the event by our own. We don't ask for anything, just like social network support, platform positioning, etc. But I think it's really good for the platform to have these signatures events like other platform has in video games on other categories. What do you think about that?
So just to clarify there, so I'm on exactly the same page. You mean sort of like making it so that these events become more sort of officially aligned with the platform, or is it about embedding them into like the product, or is that what you mean?
Do you know like the concept like Twitch rivals?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that with the platform, with video games, with publishers. Like some of them are official with the publishers, and some of them are official with the streamers. But recently, we know that when the streamers organize some tournaments, etc., and they are backed by a publisher or by a platform, a lot of people pay attention to that, and a lot of streamers comes to the platform. And a lot of viewers comes to the platform just the streamer to play, because it's something mandatory that if the event is backed by the platform, you need to stream in the platform. And then a lot of viewers want to see a lot of stars together, but the streamers are one by one. But when they come together and play together and do things together, the viewership grows a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. From like the platform perspective, like the moment you have like any form of collaboration, it's incredible, right? And you've seen it too. Like moment you start collaborating with other streamers, it's just got this kind of like snowball effect in terms of growing viewership, in terms of growing hype and momentum around the events, right? So we would love to get behind that. I'll be honest with you, when you mention kind of these events, we've tried putting forward a lot of times to work with whether it's large creators, sometimes it's with different kind of organizations to put forward these kind of official events, but it is very difficult to find reliable people to partner with on these, because at the end of the day you need to have people who are going to execute on the vision and execute on the event in an efficient way, which works out very well, right? It's about having reliable partners that can do that. So we'd love the opportunity to look into that kind of collaboration, if that's kind of more in the Spanish speaking side, and if there's a way that we could support these events, it would be great. I think we have tried a lot on the English side to get this up and running, but with the backing of say Westcol, right, like that would be huge, and then making that more of an official sort of stance with the Kick brand backing that too, and how we can sort of bake that into being even like an annual event, or again, we'd be really open and receptive to those ideas. We're very much, I like to think that it is up to the platform to put forward as much opportunity for creators to go ahead and to create the content that they're looking to work with, right? That's kind of the way that we can assist the most. So, if that's something you're looking for, I think we can certainly work with you on something there. That would be great. That's exactly the sort of things we're looking to do.
I'm going to translate to Westcol. Ha dicho que este tipo de esfuerzos de eventos de plataforma y tal, ellos han estado más posicionándolo en el lado de habla inglesa, pero que están de acuerdo en el lado de habla hispana, y sobre todo, pues, si hay gente con iniciativa en hacerlos, que contemos con la plataforma, que les preguntemos, que hagamos cosas.
Nosotros estamos con la iniciativa. Igual también hay que decirles que yo creo que ahorita está más fuerte habla hispana que habla inglés.
Yeah, Westcol is saying that right now he thinks that the Spanish-speaking community is stronger than English-speaking community, because like all the big events, etc., are carried by the Spanish-speaking community. And Westcol, he love do things, but he do love more be the first thing to do that things. So he's going to start with these events, with video games, with maybe another things. But we were talking in the backs with Akil, with Bryce, etc., to start with the first event in December, and I think we are going to have it. We announced it before, but we are going to have like the Westcol Minecraft event in December, like the first official like partner with Kick, not only Westcol by his own.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I think when you mentioned.
Then,
sorry, go on.
No, and then we are preparing another one in February. That this is another thing, because this will be official with a publisher, with a video games publisher. That you mentioned that it's really difficult to have not only the people, but to have a publisher that wants to collaborate to create an event in a platform is really, really difficult, because publishers are really, really difficult for that. But I think we are getting one.
Nice. Are you able to mention which one yet, or that's secret?
No, it's not. It's the biggest game in the story of Web3. So it's related to your business too.
Nice.
It's like it's called Of the Grid. It's a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That now Ninja, Ninja the streamer, has a skin into the game. We are trying to have the Westcol skin. We are trying to do some things, because it's a AAA video game. It's the first AAA video game in the history of Web3, and is with all of Web2 interface. So there is no like the reject a lot of people have for Web3. So it's a good partnership for both parts, and the video game is really, really good video game.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that really paves the way, not just for what you guys are doing, but for everyone else as well. Once you bring these publishers on board and get them comfortable with say a kick stream, it really starts to fire that up, not just in the Spanish market, but also the English market, and other markets, whether that's Arabic, Turkish, anything, right? So, the fact that you can help to start that trend will be so highly beneficial to the broader community as well, is amazing. But no, I completely agree with you. I think one thing we've witnessed as well was, the Spanish market has just fully embraced like some of the most amazing ideas. You can tell I don't speak Spanish, so I can't understand what's being said, but you go into like different Spanish streams and the energy is really there. It's on another level. The community, it really is impressive, and I think Kick is just so fortunate. And I mentioned this recently, right? I think it's been heavily driven by the fact that you guys have seen so much success and back Kick so early on. Over a year ago, you Westcol, you joined Kick, right? It was back when it was a very small website, and sort of was the first sort of Spanish streamer on the website by yourself, right? And kind of drove a lot of this growth and the subsequent community engagement, and it's been incredible. I think the Spanish side of things is almost the poster child for how the rest of the platform should be working. So back to what you said before in terms of how Kick can support you on that front, we'd love to get behind you and all your efforts, because I think you've proven that in terms of putting together amazing events, in terms of just simply putting in great effort and delivering on what you say you're going to do, like you've exceeded it, right? So at that point, it's like you're a trusted third party. We want to work with you in any capacity we can, and whether that's supporting Street Fighters or any other idea that you have, like we're well and truly behind you. And I think, as you said, you're speaking to the likes of Akil, the likes of Bryce, and they're going to be there every step of the way. So that's awesome. And I think we're happy to be able to assist at all. Like just say the words, really, and we'll be there.
Que basta, o sea, que sigamos metiéndole, básicamente que vamos a tener respaldo de la plataforma, vamos a tener su respaldo para hacer este tipo de cosas. Y también hablo, pues que fuiste el primero en como dar el paso aquí cuando era una landing page, digamos, una página pequeña.
Bien que lo tenga ahí claro.
No, that he's happy you to know he was like the very first into do this step to Kick, because at the beginning was really difficult. I told Westcol, because Westcol has an amazing engagement, and I told Westcol he was the only people in the streaming world to do that, because his fans are really, really hardcore, and other streamers, like big streamers, share a lot of community. But in one conversation with Twitch told me that there is a very big mass in Twitch watching X name, another name, the big names of the guys. But then there is another people that only watch Westcol, that Westcol brings new people to the platform. And this was the key, the data to say, okay, we can step away from Twitch to Kick, because we are going to have our own people. But then a lot of problems came, because a lot of people accuse Westcol from using bots, etc., etc. The first year was really difficult about that, because they say like the Westcol numbers was for the bots or something like that. And the other day, something amazing happens that I think never happened in the history of the platforms, that Westcol was playing a Minecraft series, and he stopped stream, and he say, "Hey, let's going to see another streamer that she was on Twitch." And when Westcol stopped streaming, the girl was from 2K to 100K from Kick to Twitch, just for the words. There is no a link, there is no a host, just, hey, let's see this girl, because he was role-playing with this girl. And 100 people with a single word came from, they need to close Kick and start Twitch and look for the channel. There is a lot of steps there. And now all the people, is quiet about that.
Yeah,
no sé qué tan bueno sea decir que vimos un
pero ellos saben que no es un host, y que bien. Probar que los viewers, is to prove like all the viewers are real.
Yeah, I think naturally, right, when you I think you move up so quickly and do such a great job and start overtaking people who've been sitting there for ages. Like, nah, they're bots. People get they kind of jump to those conclusions, right? Obviously you can't say too much, but you have our full support when I say that. I can help disregard those comments about bots. Your audience is there and it's real. So we know that, and we can we can help even confirm that too. So I think, yeah, when you've got a non-platform raid hitting 100,000, that's impressive in
No,
itself.
this is crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Hey, just the last question from my side was just like, obviously on this notion of what like Kik can do, like what is, what else can we do? Not just for you guys and for Westcol, but just for like the LATAM and the Spanish speaking sort of community in general, because obviously like the more the Spanish community grows, it helps Westcol, it helps everyone, right? It's like, what do you reckon we should be focusing on in that term? Obviously you mentioned the events and getting behind these events and trying to make them more official, like the Twitch Rivals I think is a great idea and a great sort of concept to mold around. But is there anything else that you recommend us kind of potentially focusing on?
¿Qué más pueden hacer ellos por la comunidad de habla hispana en general? ¿A qué crees que puede ser un próximo buen paso
Bueno,
o algo que hace falta?
yo creo que ya con que estén trayendo tantos streamers, o sea, la verdad, los fichajes que han hecho pues de los nuevos streamers han ayudado mucho pues a que crezca la comunidad. Han ayudado pues también con el patrocinio de Stream Fighter y con los eventos. Yo creo que eventos como los que estábamos diciendo de hacer así parecido a los rivals de Twitch, eso ayuda mucho, pero también hay que decirles que nosotros queremos hacer los Kick Awards, o sea, yo quiero ser el que lo haga, el presentador, ¿sí me entiende?
Okay.
El oficial, pues, que me lo den a mí y nosotros nos encargamos de eso y que nos ayuden para hacer los Kick Awards, dando los premios, que eso pues también nos une como comunidad.
¿Y algo como de la plataforma?
Es que la plataforma está en fase beta. Yo creo que regulación de los bots, porque en realidad hay mucha gente que pues, los tiene. Eh, el tema de la plataforma en cuanto al funcionamiento, si cuando mucha gente escribe, se
Okay.
cae el chat, el almacenamiento en buffer, que eso todavía nadie sabe qué es. Pero en general, a ver, que el dueño esté aquí hablando con nosotros, ya eso es
Sí.
que nos escuchan, ¿sí me entienden? Entonces ya uno puede ir pidiendo, dando las peticiones a medida de que uno va viendo problemas.
In general, Westcol is happy about the performance of the platform in terms of you are bringing a lot of people, a lot of Spanish-speaking people, and he thinks that this is going to happen more and more and more because big part of the platform is to be trustable, and now Kik is being more and more and more and more trustable in terms of security, technology, etc., etc. He feels sometimes when he has like a really speedy chat that the platforms collapse a bit, or the computers of the people collapse a bit. Because, for example, yesterday we have here in this laptop, and before he started streaming, but the people know he was to start, the chat start to explode and the laptop start to to sound like that. So I don't know if this is some performance issues there, or is because there is a lot of traffic and it's really difficult to stop that. This is in terms of technology. He asked too if you are going to you think into put some tokens or some points, etc., in the platform to do donations, to send messages, etc. And then about the events, he thinks that it's a good idea to have like the awards, like official Kik awards for Spanish speaking or for English speaking or both, etc. That I think is better to do like separated. And last thing he said was about the to in the panel of statics and geographics, etc., to know where are your viewers, ages, genders, etc.
So on the very first point there with the performance side, I think I might know what will be happening on that side is that it comes back to the creator dashboard and the mod dashboard not being put into the new code base. I think yeah, that there we hopefully have a solution for very soon. It's a performance problem that we are aware of, that if you're watching from your creator dashboard, it's not optimized the same way it is optimized for chat. But again, chat in general and optimizing that further and further, I think, Westcol, your chat is a level of speed that is testing the barriers, right? So your chat will fall down first before we even know the issue exists. It's kind of we kind of prepare to have, okay, well, we can support, say, 50,000 messages in a second, and then you'll go ahead and get 100,000 in a second somehow, and then it's like, oh no. So you're kind of the first.
Westcol channel is a stress test for the platform.
Unfortunately, it kind of is. Like, we don't want that to be the case by any means. We want to avoid that, but yeah, at the moment it kind of is by all metrics. But yeah, performance ongoing. Something we're really working towards. You mentioned like the streamer awards. I think that'd be epic if we could do something like that. I think that goes across. I think obviously, the other platforms have their own sort of awards, and I think having something more dedicated or more focused around Kick. Again, I think it really comes down to having someone who can execute on this, right? Like we need those trusted parties, and again, you guys have proven that with Street Fighters that you can pull off these kind of things. Maybe that's a collaboration we could do. Maybe that's a matter of getting, again, the likes of someone from the English market, the Spanish market, and kind of pulling that off and having you guys put that together. Maybe we should partner up on something like that. That would be awesome. What was the other two points as well? Sorry, there was two more.
About the token.
Oh, so the
token, like the coin token or some things
like Kicks,
to interact with the platform.
A smaller denomination instead of just gifted subs. Yeah, we were just talking about that with Yuppie and iGypsy, who were on Kick Talk just before. We're working on that. We've got that moving ahead. Obviously, the $5 per gifted sub or subscription is a lot. So trying to bring that down to as low as a cent, right, would be great to be able to then interact with then other areas such as like text to speech and hype trains and other engagement tools as well, which can really sort of link into that. So that'll then kind of link in hopefully with the public API and be sort of a way in which you can then integrate way more sort of interactive measures between the viewer and the streamer. So yeah, hear you loud and clear on that one. We're working on that 100%. That's that'll be that. I think that's one of the biggest missing parts that the Kick currently has, is that sort of ability to send lower denominations of currency or US dollars or whatever. But B, also that sort of API layer with the being able to then interact with other areas, whether that's text on screen and alerts and everything else. But that'll hopefully be very much solved through the public API project we're working on right now.
Okay. In this sense, are you going to implement more local method of payments into the platform?
Y PayPal en general.
PayPal and but there, in Latin America there's a lot of local payment methods because a lot of population is not bankarized. And for example, like now I think in Colombia state has a lot of method of payments, but they are not in Kick.
Yeah, no, localizing payments is a huge one. Like, obviously, in Colombia, right, you guys have, Visa and MasterCard is not as big as, like, say, I think you mentioned did you mention Much Better as one?
He mentioned PayPal, but it's not PayPal, as big too. There is another like local, because there is a lot of people with cash, but not with credit card or bank account, and they go to some places that there is like thousands and thousands of these places, and they can like charge his phone, pay his internet, pay like everything. Like in Latin America, works like that. There is a lot of cash and a few credit cards.
Yeah. No,
Los jóvenes no tienen tarjeta aquí igual,
See, like young people don't have a credit card.
efectivo.
We got to get that sorted.
Efectivo.
We got to get that sorted. I think, like you mentioned on State Columbia, we've got all those payment methods, but yeah, Kick not quite yet. But similar to that, we want to get all the localization there. Yeah, super important. And PayPal, we were discussing a little bit just before as well. You know, we're going to try to get that over the line with them as well. Would be huge. But I think more important than PayPal is having the local payment methods, right? The ones that are actually used. But that's not just for Colombia, right? I think that's also for, you know, Chile, for Argentina, you know, all Latin American countries, understanding that there is a lot of other payment methods that are really important. Otherwise, people just won't, you know, subscribe. They won't send, you know, the equivalent of bits or you know, they won't interact, right? And I think that's really important. You know, obviously, maybe less important for you guys, but really important for the smaller streamers, you know, the people with 50, 100 viewers and building out that community, right? It's super important for that. So certainly recognize that gap. We're gonna fill that. And yeah, payments wise, you know, you've seen it obviously on State Columbia. You know, we'll have at least that, if not more, for Kick and for the localized variations.
Sí, o sea, van a meterle a los métodos de pago locales que normalmente en el mundo anglosajón con Visa, Mastercard y PayPal ya lo tienes todo hecho, porque todo el mundo tiene alguno de esos tres, pero pues aquí es muy diferente. And the last one was about the stats panel.
Oh, yeah.
For example, me as a manager, you know, I try to get campaigns for the streamers, and it's really difficult if you cannot show, hey, this is my audience, this is the target, this is the gender, this is the the geographics, etc.
Yeah. Eso es muy importante.
Yeah, no, hear you loud and clear on that one. That's kind of part of this larger project around how that we collect data and analyze data, which is happening kind of right now and being planned out. So yeah, that there will certainly be a solution. I think, you know, to begin with, it'll kind of be just, you know, obviously right now there's streams charts and third-party sort of tools which track streams, but that's not good enough, right? It has to be on Kick. It has to be available on Kick. And the granularity of the data has to be perfect, right? This is a part of kind of a bigger project which links in channel points and a couple of other areas. But yeah, I think, you know, if you Carlos, if you have specific metrics that you're looking for, like you said, whether that's age demographic, location, whether that's gender, all that kind of stuff, maybe kind of mention that as well, just so we can ensure that we're on the front foot in collecting that data and making sure that we will have that available when required. Just kind of mentioning, because we are building all that out right now. You know, getting the foundation built to be able to offer as much information as possible. You know, I think with Kick, a lot of what we want to do is really open up a lot of this, you know, the same way we offer the 95/5 sub split and all these favorable terms for streamers, we want to open up as much of this kind of like black box that has existed previously, right? Share as much data with you, give you as many tools to succeed as possible, go above and beyond what is even requested. So I think, you know, if there is anything specifically you need on that front that makes sense and sits within sort of reasonable privacy sort of realms, then you know, definitely let us know, and we can start making sure we roadmap that out as like part of the MVP.
Sure, no, and this is not only for commercial purpose that it helps, you know. But for example, Westcol in the last month he earned like 500,000 new followers because he was in a Minecraft series, a big one, and it's awesome to know, hey, these guys come from Mexico or from Argentina, from Chile, because we can drive strategies to keep growing and to reach this audience and to be more global. I think this is key for little streamers too, to grow. It's not only to sell, it's to grow. And another basic thing like hours counter. You know, because we don't know exactly how many hours we have in the month, and stream charts is okay, but it's not like accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're gonna hopefully get all that one across the line very, very soon. You know, hear you loud and clear. I think it's not just about the commercial side, but knowing, hey, look, we did this massive event. Like, did it actually get us the right returns? Like, you know, being able to gauge that analytics. You know, it's just data driven decision making, right? Which can naturally really impact and help you understand which direction you want to head in. So yeah, we're working on that. We understand that streams charts and third party tools aren't good enough. You need to have as much in-depth data as possible. So leave that with us. We haven't forgotten about that by any means.
The last things, like I see a lot of people writing that is about how do you think or are you thinking to implement some IA tools into the platform, like in real in live translation or something like that?
Me dices cuando yo pueda hacer mis peticiones.
Okay. At the end, he's going to like ask for things.
Yeah, I think the live translations is something we've actually done a bit of a proof of concept around, right, Paul? There's, I think, we've got something up and running already where we've actually started experimenting with that a little bit, and it's been kind of successful. So that's gonna be awesome. If we can find a way to bridge the gap between like all these different communities, it's gonna be huge, right? Because there's even for me, like I can't watch a Westcol stream. I don't know what's going on. I can see it's entertaining. I can see everyone having fun, but I can't understand it, right? So I think that'd be a great way to kind of bridge these audiences, and we're actually making a bit of progress on that. So you know, expect that at some point for sure. I think it's now possible with the power of, you know, AI and all this new technology that's coming around. It's certainly possible.
Perfecto. O sea, sí, que este tipo de inteligencia artificial va a cambiar mucho las plataformas.
Okay.
Y se van a meter varias cosas.
Bien, van a utilizar inteligencia artificial como para traducción en tiempo
moderar,
real.
traducción, o sea, están viendo todas
duro,
esas características, todas esas herramientas.
Bueno, yo quiero que le pregunte, o sea, que le digas que cuando, o sea, me imagino que van a implementar anuncios en algún momento.
One thing that I forgot to mention, something important, that is so grateful to have you guys, you know, the top executive of Kik and even the owner in a chat with streamers like that. I forget to say that before, but Westcol say that about the good things that the platform is doing. And after that, now Westcol is going to add some things. O sea, le he dicho que antes no lo dije, que tú habías dicho que una de las cosas buenas era, joder, que tienes aquí al dueño, tienes aquí a los ejecutivos top de la plataforma hablando con uno para pedir feedback. Eso no lo había dicho antes, que se me olvidó. Bien.
Pero pregúntale lo de... A ver, yo primero quiero saber si ellos están pensando en implementar anuncios. Y si están pensando en implementar anuncios, pues obviamente eso le ayuda a los streamers pequeños más que todo para pues que tengan otro ingreso, pero que si lo van a hacer en algún momento, que el streamer decida si pone o no pone anuncios, que el mismo streamer decida si pone o no pone anuncios en su canal.
Okay,
¿Cuántos? ¿Sí me entiendes? Eso no decir, voy a poner 3 anuncios cada hora, 10, pero que el streamer tome la decisión si pone o no pone anuncios.
Okay, he's asking about if you are going to implement ads in the platform, which way, and if it's possible, in the case we have ads on Kik, to have a panel like to administrate that. If some streamer don't want to have ads, hey, I don't want. If one streamer want to have 1 minute, an hour, 3 minutes, etc., etc.
Yeah, that's a really good point. We were discussing that a little bit on the previous call as well. You know, adding ads is in itself a really big project. It has to be executed correctly. You know, we at some point Kik will have advertisements, but adding advertisements in a way that is done as well as possible to ensure it doesn't damage viewer experience as heavily as possible, whilst also maximizing, you know, profits, which can then be shared with the streamer as well, is really, really important. So you know, I think what you mentioned there is the flexibility and the tooling that's required to make sure that you have control over it. We'll definitely allow as much control as possible. We'll have to have some guidelines around what it's going to look like. I can't kind of promise anything, but you know, I think realistically, if somebody wants to run no ads, that should be a discussion that they should be able to have potentially based on circumstances. If that's a conscious decision, if they want to have 1 minute, then of course I think it's about adding as much flexibility to suit the stream, right, and suit the individual. So to answer the question, really, the way that we're going to go about this isn't about we won't move very quickly on ads and half bake it so it's a bad solution. We'll integrate it very carefully and ensure that it's done in a very surgical manner to ensure that all these problems are already pre-solved. It's a huge project for us, and we want to go very slow and make sure that it's done properly. So certainly when this comes out, it'll be at minimum allow you that flexibility to choose the velocity or the volume of ads.
Ok, dice que, a ver, implementar ads, anuncios en la plataforma es un proyecto muy grande.
Claro.
Que no pueden coger y hacerlo así a la ligera,
Obvio.
Que quieren cuidar mucho, ya no solo el tema de poner publicidad, sino cómo se pone la publicidad, para que no interrumpa la experiencia del que lo está viendo.
Okay.
Pueden ser otro tipo, a lo mejor sale el anuncio o arriba el chat, o sale un pop-up dentro de la transmisión, o son ads que no tengan sonido y que todo sea con subtítulos o cosas así, pero que puedas hacer clic igual. Para que si sale una publicidad y no quieres verla, pues es fácil pasar o que no te interrumpa en algún momento. Y sobre todo, pues también eso, que el streamer pueda elegir, porque pues eso puede ayudar a muchos streamers pequeños,
claro,
que no tienen otra monetización.
Obvio, bien. Me parece excelente, weón. Pregúntales, o sea, ya puedo hacer entonces
Lo que quieras.
Bueno,
sí.
Yo creo que le digas que, así como yo confié en Kik la primera vez.
Santa María, do you understand Spanish like at all or not?
Oh yeah, I hear the slang being thrown in huevón and all that. Yeah, sí. Todo bien, qué bueno.
Quiero que le digas que así como yo confié en Kik la primera vez,
sí.
Quiero que ellos confíen en mí y el contrato que yo tengo me lo renueven por 2 años.
No, pero eso ya lo hablamos en privado.
No, dilo aquí para que lo comprometas. Y tras de eso, tienes que decirle que es que eso también le da mucha confianza a otros streamers, porque como hubieron varios fracasos de plataformas, hay muchos streamers que no se pasan porque piensan que se va a acabar. Y si ellos dicen, mira, Westcol está fichado por 2 años, van a querer venir más a la plataforma. Hágales, exprésese.
Okay. He's saying that as Westcol trust on Kik at the first time, now he has Kik trust on him and renew his contract for 2 years. Not because it's only a like an individual petition, because it's going to give more trustability to the platform and to other big streamers to come to the platform. As we have lived a lot of failures in other platforms, because the short-term thing in the platform is the live proof to the platform is going to be like in the time.
I think that's a reasonable request. I think, yeah. Obviously, you speak with Bryce at the moment around this. Is that main point of contact, or?
Yeah. No. For me, Bryce is the main contact. We are both from Spain, and when I saw his name, that is a particular name from a particular area of Spain, I thought, what the fuck, this guy is from Spain. I thought all you guys were from Australia or the US, and I wrote Bryce in a like private message, and I thought, what the fuck, your name, you are from near to my city. And we start a good relation, and yes, Bryce is my main point on Kik.
Okay, well, I think I pose the question, and I think we can make something happen. I think it's the least we can do for what you put in so far, right? I think again, the idea of Kik being long term, that's we're thinking only sort of the next 5-10 years when we're kind of trying to plan things out here, right? I think, when Kik first launched, we were like, oh, this thing will disappear in 3 to 6 months. Now it's been 2 years now, right? And we're only just getting started, right? We're seeing great growth, and we're seeing a lot of really amazing opportunities pop up. So, reassurance is what you need. I think we can find a way to do that. I think that's like I said, the least we can do for what you guys have achieved so far with us, and the trust that you've put into Kik, right? So, You know, I think it's a mutual relationship. I think we can make something happen there. I think that's a very reasonable ask.
Dice que es una petición razonable, que él sabe
Claro.
todo lo que hemos hecho por Kik y que sí, que es algo que se puede hablar y que es algo que también pues, sí le puede dar confianza a otra gente en la plataforma.
Claro, yo no, entonces ya lo hablamos después. También quiero que le digas que si tienen pensado hacer, digamos, premios por llegar a 1 millón de seguidores, placas. ¿me entiendes?
Okay.
Y que yo quiero la mía.
He told like, okay, we talk later. And then if you have think about to make some rewards, like for followers, watch hours, something like that. To have in the setup, you know,
Like
the streamers love to
physical.
have this.
I think we got some stuff coming pretty soon. I know what you're talking about. I think we've got some stuff. We got some stuff we're working on there. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You'll have all the records.
Dice, claro,
you'll be stress testing that too, whereas we have to make more.
Dice que pues que tenemos todos los récords que nos darán.
Ya me están haciendo las placas entonces.
Sí.
Bueno, bien. Que gracias, dígale gracias. Thank you.
No, I think, ¿tú tienes alguna pregunta más o estamos?
Bueno, pues no, la verdad, pues también, yo porque no sé decirle, pero hay que agradecerle porque eso no se ve mucho que el owner de una plataforma esté hablando directamente con los streamers porque,
Sí.
a ver, está interesado, weón, en el crecimiento de la plataforma y pues si vamos a finalizar ya, decirle eso, que gracias por estar acá, por ti, y que no vaya a hacer lo que hacen muchas plataformas, que es cuando la plataforma crece y se pega, se desaparece. Y ahí sí ya no, ¿sí me entiende? Porque es que, claro, como estamos en el comienzo, cuando uno está creciendo y está en el comienzo, todo es color de rosa.
Sí.
Pero ya cuando me pegan, esperemos pues que sea así siempre, ¿sí me entiende?
Yeah, no, he's saying that he's very grateful with you guys, with the platform, like with everything that is happening. And just like an advice to take care, like when platforms go big, they forget, you know, the creators, the support is like is not existing in some platforms. That I think for this is the key to keep the platform growing, like the streamers feel the platform close to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think that's, we know exactly what you mean there. I think the same way, just before you guys came on, we had iGypsy and Yuppie on. You know, Yuppie is an English streamer. You know, Yuppie gets between 20 to 100 viewers, maybe, like depending. Very small streamer. We talk to him every day. He was the first streamer, first person to receive sub, you know, on Kick ever. Like, I think, you know, we understanding, you know, where
Tiene 20 viewers, 100 viewers.
Uy, gonorrea.
Yeah, so I think understanding, you know, who came on this journey with us, it is really important. I think it kind of shows who you are as a company, right? It's about building that trust, right? And I think when you forget about where, you know, you come from and how you got there, I think that is indicative of lack of trust, and I think it sets a really terrible precedent. So, you know, we're certainly we're not going to go down that pathway by any means. Yeah, that's just not how we operate as humans. Even I think it's just basic respect, right? And I think companies that, you know, operate that way, I don't know on what merit that's based on, but it's I think it's no way to you know, retain people. And I think, you know, obviously that's why, you know, why we're here is probably because lack of that you know, continued respect of the relationship between you and other platforms, right? And I'm sure that that's a mistake on their side. It's you know, it's very easy to show respect, right? And to continue to engage with the right people and understand exactly how you got somewhere. So, you know, actions speak louder than words in this regard, but I promise you that's you know, how we're built, and we understand how important it is to not forget that.
Sí, Eddie ha dicho entonces que ellos van a cuidar mucho esa parte de la plataforma,
Sí.
de que el trato sea lo más personalizado posible, de que no porque crezcan mucho va a aparecer solo bots de soporte y que sea así capaz de, pues de comunicarte en algún punto de la plataforma. El streamer que estaba antes, que es un streamer pequeño que tiene entre 20 y 100 viewers, fue el streamer que como el primero
Qué duro,
que
weón.
firmó
Qué
en la
duro que lo tengan
plataforma
aquí todo
y que,
con
claro,
Orrea.
y que es alguien pequeño y que él sigue y dice que hablan con él casi todos los días para temas de feedback y de tal de la plataforma, pues que pues también obviamente por ser el primero, aunque sea pequeña, no lo van a pegar una patada
Ok.
y que se vaya, sino que lo tienen en cuenta y
chimba.
que van a
Muy duro,
trabajar
weón.
mucho para eso.
Ok. Es que yo, bueno, hay mucha gente que está hablando, por ejemplo, de la plataforma, pide cosas de la plataforma. En realidad, los que están viendo el streaming ahorita deben entender que cada fallo y digamos, de bots, por ejemplo, fallos de bots, fallos de la plataforma, el almacenamiento es en buffer, cuando se cae la plataforma, errores, todo eso lo están trabajando poquito a poquito. Pregúntale cuánto falta de kick para que ya no esté en fase beta. Esa es la verdadera pregunta.
How much time left to go out of beta? Mira.
I think we've benchmarked that very heavily on three main criterias, of two which we've gotten out. I think the big one that we're looking to achieve here before we exit beta would be the new application for iOS and Android, the mobile application. That's kind of, when that comes out, I think we can safely say that we're fully in production. It doesn't mean we're finished by any means. We still have a lot of work to do, but the current mobile app is very much a beta version. It isn't the finished product. So once that new one's out, I think we'll be very comfortable to remove that official beta tag. But with that said, doesn't mean we stop working. We got so much more work to do after that. Heaps more. But yeah, the new mobile app, which is hopefully not far off.
Que él cree que no está muy lejos, pero que será cuando lancen la nueva aplicación para Android y para iOS, o sea, como porque ahora pues está la aplicación que está, pero cuando lancen la nueva, ahí cree que se terminará la beta.
O sea, ok.
No la actualización, digamos, sino que se va a lanzar una nueva aplicación entera.
Ok, está bien. Bien. No, yo creo que estamos melos, ¿no?
Ok.
No, pues no tengo más. Ya hablarlo de lo que sí, yo creo que estamos bien.
Sí, no more questions for Westcol Hittings. Like everything is okay. And thank you so much for inviting us.
Awesome. No, thank you so much for coming on again. I think I spoke to Andrew. I'm like, hey, look, is there any way we could have Westcol come on after this amazing event? And I was like, we didn't think you'd come, but the fact you showed up, we're like, thank you so much. It's really appreciative. It means a lot. Everything you're doing for the platform, we see it happening, and I'm open to, you ask Bryce to add me to the conversation with you guys as well, maybe, so I can, I know it's all in Spanish, but I know you guys have that back and forth, but I'd be happy to be as involved as you'd like me as well, if that helps. We're here to support you guys and, try to, make some of these ideas come true, right? I think we've mentioned a few really good things on this call, like, just like the Spanish streamer awards, like doing more official events, like, ensuring that we, make sure you guys feel like we're reciprocating in terms of contractual terms. Like, again, if we can, if you can bring me into those conversations, I can help make sure that we, don't just sit here and talk about it, but we action stuff as well. We want to get behind you as much as possible, because right now, Kick is you're our number one, so we need to look after you.
Sí, o sea que eres el número uno, que tranquilo, que te van a cuidar.
Me tienen que cuidar porque dígale que yo me voy.
No. Westcol is joking about everything. Part of his joke is, of his job is to joke about the things.
No, dígale que yo soy muy feliz en Kick.
He's so happy on Kick, and always he's posting about what the fuck other streamers are doing in other platforms.
Dígale, yo cada vez que hablo con un streamer le digo que se vaya aquí, vos sabes que sí, o sea, porque realmente no es algo que lo hacemos, ni siquiera es un negocio para nosotros el hecho de que vaya un streamer, sino que es un negocio para los streamers que vengan aquí, más para ellos, porque o sea, es una plataforma que te da mucho más beneficios que otras plataformas, entonces que ellos sepan que de corazón, nosotros también queremos apoyar y seguir haciendo crecer la plataforma, entonces así como ellos nos dicen que están para nosotros también estamos puestos para ellos porque por esa misma razón le pedíamos que nos dejen hacer los Kick Awards, que nosotros nos encargamos mientras obviamente tengamos el apoyo de ellos.
Sí, no, that Westcol, all time we are in a streamers event or a Kings League or something like that, that Westcol speaks a lot of streamers about why are you in other platforms? You are losing time, you are losing money, you are losing everything. And this is not a business for Westcol, you know. He don't get any of that, but he loves his job and he loves to give opportunities to other people. And he thinks like the big opportunity is on Kick. The biggest opportunity is on Kick.
I agree. And we'll prove to you that as well, right? I think, obviously time, it takes time, but, I think, that support will help us to get to that point, right? And I think, it's up to us to deliver on that and make sure that, you feel safe and confident that is the right choice to make and keep investing in what you're doing, right? And, that support means so much. And I think, we won't let you down, put it that way. So it's, it means so much, especially as you said, the, going above and beyond to really sort of push that messaging, whether it's on, Twitter or whatever, it means so much. It really helps, right? It really drives home the messaging. And it's probably why, really helped with so much of that growth in Latin America is on the back of that strong, true support. So, I can't thank you guys enough, and it means a lot.
Que muchas gracias, que significa mucho cualquier tweet de cosas, de apoyo, etcétera, etcétera, que en general significa mucho para la plataforma.
No estamos.
Sí, I think he's okay with everything, and he hopes to see some of you next year in Stream Fighter 4.
Yeah, we got to make that happen. Yeah. That's a great one.
Oh, yeah. Sí, que se prepare la plataforma.
Yeah, prepare the platform and yourselves.
No, a platform first. That's yeah, that needs a we wake up call last time. And never underestimate the Street Fighter event. Yeah, that's lesson learned.
Yeah. No, thank you so much, guys.
Awesome. All right.
Gracias.
Well, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. And just Carlos, get me in that conversation with you and Bryce if possible, yeah? And we'll talk further about everything we discussed here as well, so we can follow up.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Gracias, Eddie.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Gracias.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Santa Maria. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And listen.